Wow. What is that? A box of fries. Oh, wow. Look at that. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be unboxing the Minecraft movie meal and doing a mukbang, eating the food, and then we'll also be chatting a little bit about the stock market at the end. So stick around. Alright, let's see what we got in here. So we got the Big Mac, we got the fries, and we got the toy. We're going to unbox the toy as well. Another toy. Toy number 3. We'll see what we have in each toy. Alright, let's eat and we'll unbox as well. We'll unbox as we go along. Bam, let's set that up right there. Looking real nice. Got the drink. Man, I'm hungry. I'm starving, you guys. This is gonna be messy. Look at this, the Big Mac. That looks absolutely delicious, doesn't it? Mmm. Ugh. Ugh. All right. Toy number 1 out of 3. Oh, comes in a nice little packaging. Wow. What is that? A box of fries. Oh, wow. Look at that. So cool. We got the McDonald's fries holographic card. That is so cool. And then also it gives you like a McDonald's Minecraft free skin. You get like a free skin as well. Really cool. So good, you guys. So delicious. Mmm. It's falling apart. Mmm. It's falling apart. Oh man, it's so good though. I'll tell you what, this thing is like super creamy, like really good. Like that McDonald's sauce that they put on this Big Mac, makes such a difference. And the pickles too. Mmm. Man, this is so good. Really hits the spot. Man, what is going on in the stock market? This last week was a bloodbath. Just a lot of chaos, pandemonium going on. I wonder if that affects McDonald's stock in any way. We'll find out here later in the video. Toy number 2. I can't open it. Okay, it feels different than the last one I just got. Look at that. Grimace. Really nice. Grimace. Nice little toy there. Wow, look at that. Real nice Grimace card. Grimace holographic. So cool. Oh, so the card has like a code on the back of it. So that way you can get like a free skin in the game. Man, let's finish up these burgers because I'm starving. I worked out today. Really intense workout. And I'm starving. This is my first meal of the day. So I'm hungry. And then we can start talking about the horrific stuff that happened in the stock market this week. Mmm. So good. Wow, what is this? This looks like... I don't know. I don't know what this is, you guys. It's got the M on it. Looks like it has a straw on top. Is this, You know, right here, you can't really see it, but it says this toy was made in China. And I don't know if you've been watching the news lately, but a lot of things coming from China are going to be taxed at a way higher price. So I wonder how that affects McDonald's prices. Are they going to have to raise prices on your Happy Meals? Your Happy Meals going to cost a lot more than they cost today? Something to stay tuned and find out, right? Well, let's do it. Let's take a look at McDonald's stock. Before we get down to McDonald's stock and how they're performing, let's look at the big overall picture, the whole stock market, and see how it's performing. As you can see here, pretty much all the indexes are red, except for the VIX, which is the volatility index. It's green, which means it went up. Volatility or fear went up, so that's why it's green. Everything else went down this week. So far, the S&P 500 is down like... It went down like 10 or something percent in 2 days, starting on Wednesday. It was just an absolute bloodbath out there. So far, year to date, the S&P 500 is down about 13% for the year. So since January 1 to today's date, April 5th or 6th, the market's down like 13%. If you would have put your money into this stock market, you would have lost 13% since January. So really bad. And a lot of that came in the last few days. It's been really bad out there. Remember I told you Europe was doing good so far year to date, that they were doing way better than the US? Though let's find out how they're actually still doing after the last week. The index that measures Europe looks like they are still up somewhat. Actually, they might be down. They might be down. Look at that. We start over here at about 508. And right now the index is at 496. So the Europe stock market is down also year to date. But, you know, how does that compare to the US stock market? Are they doing better? Are they doing worse? Let's take a look. So we're going to put the S&P 500 chart on top of the Europe index chart, and let's see what happens. So you can see in the purple line that the US stock market is down 15%. The European market is down 2%. So still doing better than the US so far, January 1 through April. But where does that leave McDonald's stock? So McDonald's is at $300.11. They are up 3.5% for the year. So that means if you would have, you know, hypothetically, the person who purchased McDonald's stock on January 1st, they made 3.5% on their money. So compare that to being down 13% if you would have bought the whole stock market. Well then, you know, obviously it was a better deal to be buying McDonald's stock. Now, would you have known to do that? Probably not. It's easier looking back and saying, yeah, I should have bought this stock or that stock. But we just never know in the moment what's going to happen. Now, I just want to say I'm not, you know, your financial advisor. This is a food eating channel. We just like looking at stocks as well and the stock market as a whole. So before you go and put money into stocks or anything like that, I don't recommend any of the stocks that I talk about on this channel. And you should really talk to a professional before you make any plans with investing or finances. So anyways, McDonald's is up 3.5%. Stock market's down 13%. So let's look at that on the chart. Yeah, so you can easily see on the chart there that McDonald's, the green line, is up 3%, and the stock market is down 14%. So, you know, hypothetically, the person who invested in McDonald's stock would have done 3% better than putting your money in the market. So now that's more risky, right? You're only putting your money in one stock, McDonald's. If anything bad happens to McDonald's, you could lose all your money, right? If they go bankrupt out of business. Now, what are the chances of McDonald's going bankrupt? I don't know, right? But it doesn't seem very likely. So what kind of challenges does McDonald's face moving forward? So, you know, if all these tariffs hit and people can't spend as much money, they might cut back on buying McDonald's, right? They might say, well, let's go get a cheaper fast food, or let's just start cooking at home, right? Because they can't afford to be buying the Minecraft movie meals or Happy Meals or anything like that. So that might cut back spending. That could hit McDonald's hard. Another thing that could happen is, like I said earlier, these toys are made in China. So, China's going to put tariffs on the U.S. as well. Then every time McDonald's brings these toys from China, they're going to be 34% more expensive. That's a higher price to bring in these toys. What is McDonald's going to do? They're probably going to raise the price on their Happy Meals and these special collector's meals as well. So yes, the tariffs that hit recently, it is something that will affect companies like McDonald's. You think, oh, well, they just make hamburgers. It won't really hit them. But it actually will hit them. And it'll hit other companies just as hard as well. Now, where's the hope? Is there any kind of hope in this situation? The market's down by a lot. It's like a bloodbath out there. The hope is that with these tariffs comes negotiations. Maybe some of the countries that have been hit with tariffs, they'll say, okay, fine. We believe you, Donald Trump. Let's sit down. Let's talk about this. We'll take the tariffs off that we have on you. And if you take the tariffs off that you have on us. Another scenario possibly is that the courts in the U.S. and the Supreme Court will strike down a lot of these tariffs as unconstitutional, and maybe this will just go away. Maybe Donald Trump, takes back a lot of these. He says one thing today, and then he says another thing tomorrow. Don't get it twisted. I'm not political. This is not a political channel. If you're going to get offended by what I'm telling you about the facts, about what's actually happening out there, you can just tune out. You can tune off. But I'm just saying it like it is. If Donald Trump, today he's putting tariffs and then tomorrow he's not, he says, oh, fine, I'm not going to put tariffs, then the market can really quickly come back up, right? And then the last thing that could possibly happen here, which would be really horrible for the economy, it would be kind of horrible for the whole world, is if all of these countries kind of banded together and said, you know what, U.S., screw you guys, we don't need you anyway, we're going to put the tariffs on you, and then we're all going to band together, and we're all going to trade with each other, and we're going to exclude you. That would really, really make the situation even worse. So that's probably the worst case scenario, probably won't happen, but it is something to look out for. Otherwise, I think all this tariff stuff, the market going down so sharply in the last few days, I think this is all going to be temporary. And eventually we'll be looking at the chart. We'll be looking at this time in history. And we'll be saying, oh man, we were like freaked out for nothing. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like, hit that subscribe button. You can leave a comment down below. And we'll see you in the next one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next week for another segment of Stock Market Sundays. So, peace out, guys. Have a great week. Oh, have a better week than we had last week, right? Let's cross our fingers we have a good week this week. But if not, I'll be back next week to talk about it. So, see ya.